So you actually paid for a Earth time travel vacation package from that shady tourism company? And now you're in a pickle. Let me guess, those posters promised adventure and fun, and you didn't bother reading the fine print about survival rates. Earth's past isn't a theme park, it's a death trap filled with dangers you can't even fathom. But since you are already here, let's take a look at why these destinations are some of the worst places to time travel. So you've landed in the Late Cretaceous period, 66 million years ago. Bad news, you're now standing in one of the most dangerous ecosystems in Earth's history. Good news, you won't be standing for long. First survival fact. Oxygen levels are 30% higher than what your lungs evolved for. That's not a bonus, that's oxygen toxicity waiting to happen. Your body isn't built for this atmosphere. For you it means dizziness, confusion, and eventual collapse. And it gets better. The air is a lovely cocktail of volcanic gases, extreme humidity, and searing heat. Average temperatures are 10 Celsius hotter than modern Earth, which means dehydration and heat stroke are just around the corner. Not that you will get the chance to worry about it, because something is already tracking you. The food chain here doesn't mess around. Tyrannosaurus rex can smell prey from 12 miles away. Velociraptors, they hunt in packs, communicate and strategize their attack, just like modern dolphins. Only instead of performing tricks for fish, they are coordinating to rip you apart. And if they don't get you first, there is no shortage of other prehistoric nightmares ready to take a bite. And those harmless insects buzzing around. That mosquito the size of a sparrow isn't just annoying, it's lethal. One bite and prehistoric microbes flood your bloodstream. Your immune system has zero defenses against them, and within 3 hours your body would be shutting down from infections you can't even name. But let's say by some miracle you don't get eaten. The land itself is actively trying to kill you. The tectonic plates aren't where you expect them, meaning frequent 8+ magnitude earthquakes could hit at any moment. Volcanic eruptions, they're dumping sulfur into the air at concentrations 10,000 times higher than what your lungs can handle. Thinking of drinking from that crystal clear stream? Bad idea. Every drop is teeming with prehistoric bacteria that modern medicine can't cure. Your digestive system? Not compatible. That weird looking fruit you think might be safe? It's got enough neurotoxin to shut down your nervous system before you even finish chewing. I think we've had enough of this prehistoric nightmare, don't you? Let's move on to your second destination. What was it again? Ah yes, straight into the heart of human history's worst biological disaster. Welcome to Europe, 1348. You've time traveled straight into the worst pandemic in human history. The Black Death is tearing through the population at unthinkable speed, wiping out 30 to 60% of Europe in just 4 years. No modern outbreak even comes close. The people here? Terrified, desperate, and suspicious. They don't understand germs, and fear turns ugly fast. Religious fanatics whip themselves bloody in the streets, hoping divine punishment will pass them by. Accusations of witchcraft and poisoning spread faster than the plague itself. Outsiders, like you, are prime suspects. Thousands have already been executed just for looking different. Doctors wear very interesting suits with thick coats and beaks stuffed with herbs. And even them won't come close to you. Not that it would help, medieval medicine is about as useful as drinking poison and hoping for the best. Treatments include bloodletting, mercury exposure, and drilling holes in your skull. The lucky ones die quickly. The unlucky ones, don't. And what about the plague itself? It doesn't need people's ignorance to be deadly. It does just fine on its own. Fleas, carried by rats, spread the Yersinia pestis bacterium. Once infected, you will start noticing painful, apple-sized buboes swelling in your armpits and groin. Then your fingers and toes turn black from internal bleeding. In the pneumonic form, it spreads directly from person to person. One cough and you have 24 hours to live. Avoided the plague? Great. Now enjoy a collapsing society. Lords are abandoning their lands while raising taxes on starving peasants. Entire villages are wiped out. Doors marked with crosses to warn travelers there is no one left alive inside. Fields of crops rot because there is no one left to harvest them. And the worst of all, it simply stinks. Still feeling nostalgic for the past? No? Then let's try your third and final destination. Surely the Wild West will be a nice change of pace, right? Welcome to the American frontier, 1870s. Forget the romanticized cowboy stories. This is where 1 in 3 cowboys won't live past 30. You are not here for heroic duels and high noon showdowns. You are here to see how many ways a person can die in a land that actively resents their existence. The people here? Tough and shaped by a loss. Settlers arrive with dreams, only to find harsh landscapes and survival rates that make medieval Europe look cozy. 2 out of 5 children won't make it to adulthood. If the land doesn't kill you, the water might. Most sources are contaminated with mining runoff, laced with mercury and arsenic. Typhoid and cholera sweep through entire towns within weeks. Medicine? That's just a mix of morphine, cocaine and whiskey, more likely to get you addicted than cured. Now let's talk about law and order. A single misunderstood glance can get you shot. In a place where men outnumber women 9 to 1 and the average person drinks 5 gallons of whiskey per year. Some deputies are literally outlaws who got their badges in exchange for loyalty. Let's not forget the natural hazards. Rattlesnakes, wolves and mountain lions are all real threats. Extreme weather swings from 46 Celsius in summer to minus 34 Celsius in winter. Even something as minor as tooth infection can turn fatal. The closest doctor is hundreds of miles away, and your horse is already dead. So congratulations, you survived dinosaurs and the plague, only to die from a rusty nail, a bar fight, or a bad sip of water. So have I convinced you to cancel your time travel plans yet? Earth's past isn't an adventure park. It's a series of increasingly creative death traps that humans barely survived themselves. Perhaps stick to our virtual simulations. Remember our motto: the past is best viewed from a safe distance, preferably several million light years and a few thousand years away.